We're a ground zero. We're a ground zero. We're a ground zero. We're a ground zero.
Alright guys, so what I'm going to be showing you guys how to do right now is how our company runs comps, okay? So we pull our comparables from two different sources, alright? Now we use Propelio and we also use PropStream to run our comps. And I'm going to break it down each platform individually, and I'm going to show you guys how we go about using these ARVs to calculate our cash offers, okay? So with that being said, we're going to dive straight into this. This is a property that my business partner and I just got done buying a couple of months ago, and I'm going to use this as our first example. So you'll see the owner information here, right, where they're currently living. You'll see that it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It's 1,100 square feet. It was built in 1981. The lot size is 5,600 square feet. All of these are important variables, okay? If you move down, you'll see a couple of things, right? This is the property characteristics. This goes over the fireplace, the heating type, the fuel type, basement if there's a basement, and then it goes over some of the land info. You also get the APN number, which is like the ID number to the lot, which is pretty cool. And then the building size in total with the living area, etc., with the garage area included, equals out to 1,611 square feet. Okay, so let's move up. Up here, you'll see the where it says property details. Click on comparable sales. So boom, right out the back, it's going to pull up some properties that are already listed on the market. I'm going to show you guys how to narrow down your search and really break down these comparables, all right? So number one, we never want to compare a property to ours that is larger than our property by an extra bedroom, okay? So for example, if we're looking at a 3-bedroom in the bathroom, the only time I would ever add this 4th bedroom, so here it's having me break down my criteria, you see? Only time I would ever compare this to a 4th bedroom, then that would be only if the square footage called for it, right? So if it's a 1,600 square foot property and there's only 3 bedrooms in it, there's a solid chance that 200 to 300 of that square feet could be converted to a 4th bedroom, okay? But for the sake of numbers, we're not going to add that. We're going to do from 2 to 3, and then from bathrooms, we're going to do between 1 and 2. And then the square footage, guys, if your square footage is 1141, right? So let's just round down to 1100. You can go 500 square feet back and 500 square feet forward, okay? So here, guys, we're just going to break this down. So 500 square feet back is 600,141. Oh, crap. 641, sorry. And then 500 on top of that is 1641. There we go. So 500 below and 500 above. Now for the year built, guys, we can only go 5 years back and 5 years forward. So our house was built in 1981, right? So 1981, our property here says 1976 to 1986. That's 5 years back, 5 years forward. And for the range of miles, guys, you never want to go any further than a half mile out. To make your criteria a little bit more smaller, you want to make sure you add that quarter mile. That way you're staying in your pocket. Now, as far as comps goes, you cannot compare your property to houses that are outside of the neighborhood and in a different subdivision, okay? If you have to stretch to find your numbers, you're doing your comparables wrong. Now, you can also not cross a main street like Tezel Road. This is a main street. Here where the highway is, this is a main highway. You cannot cross a main street, nor can you cross a main highway, okay? Now at this point, I always go 6 months back. Now for the sake of finding comps, we're gonna go 12 months back. Always stay between 9 and 6, guys. You don't ever wanna go any further back than that, okay? If you're doing 12 months, you're pushing it. You know, for the sake of numbers, we're gonna keep it at 9. We're gonna click search, and it should pull up some solid numbers for us. So, as you can see, we have some properties that are within our neighborhood. Let's take a look at them. So if you saw the front of our house, just going back, let's pull out a Google map real fast. If you see the front of our property, right, it's this one right here with the funny thing outside of it, right? Look at the things that matter. You see this brick exterior? You see the fascia that's sticking out on the roof? You see how it has a 2-car garage? These are all things that you want to take into consideration just from looking on the outside. They have enough room to park here up front, so you can fit 2 cars in the garage, 2 cars outside if you needed to, and then the lot seems to be ending right here next to these rocks. So this just gives us a general idea, right? I want this brick exterior on the comps that I find, okay? If I can find that. If not, it should be still all right. You want to use what you can find, okay? Now that we get an idea what the property looks like just from the outside, boom, you see that brick exterior that we were looking for? And it's a 3-bedroom 2-bath just like ours. Square footage is exactly to the T. Sat on the market for 26 days. It sold in April on the 14th at $159 a square foot. The sold price was $164. It sold for, what is that, $5,000 more than what they listed it for. That means this area is on fire. So this is on Lands Point, right? 1984. Ours was built in 1981. This is a comp that we are going to use. So you scroll down here. So which one was it? It was 9350. 9350 is here. 9350 Lance. Now this is now considered a comp. The moment I put the thumbs up on it, it becomes a comp, guys. Let me move my head so y'all can get an idea what this looks like. All right, now scrolling back up, let's take a look at one of these other projects here. This one sold for $170. 3-bedroom 2-bath. You see that brick exterior? That's what we were looking for right there. 2-car garage, almost the same lot size. There's a couple of things that are a little bit different on this property. Ours was built in 1981, this one 1984. 3-2, just like ours is. 15 days on the market, sold for the asking price. You even have the agent's phone number. You can always call them and verify too. And these are the agents that basically sold the property. Either one was listing it, the other one sold it. So that's a comp for me. This one right here, 9318 brushy points. So we're going to press the thumbs up on that one. Let's see if we can find one more. You always want at least 3. This one right here that sold for $166. Same situation, guys. Look at this. It's just almost as big as our house. 3-bedroom 2-bath, 1984. Same thing. Sold for $2,000 less than the asking. Agent's information here. This is 9383 Lands Point Street. Solid comp, guys. 9383 Lands Point. Boom. Now that I have my comps over here, guys, it'll calculate everything for me, right? And I want to click average price. ARV of my property is $167,000, guys. Not only that, if I wanted to, I could look at what houses are renting for. See that? So rents in the area, they bounce between $1,200 and $1,600 depending on the size of your home. So those are our comps that we used for from Propelio. So we're going to take this number here and we're going to add this up to determine what our ARV is based on what we're able to find on PropStream. So check this out, guys. I'm moving into this, doing it one more time. This is 9235 points edge, San Antonio, Texas 78250. So this is almost the same exact software. What I like about this, by the way, once I have my comps, I can print all of this stuff out. I'll show you guys how to do that here in a minute. All right, so going back to PropStream, we have our property value. They estimated 157, right? So these are the comps that they were able to pull out. Now we want to break down this property as much as possible. Let's get the details on this. Boom. Once you click on details, it's going to pull up a couple of things here. I'll go over all of this stuff with you guys so you guys can get an idea. So you have the property type, the status, owner status, etc. The property's information is here with the APM number as well. You want to click on comparables and nearby listings. Now here you can set your data for public records, both MLS and public records, but because we're in Texas and this is a non-disclosure state, just go ahead and click on MLS and it's going to start pulling up some comps for you, okay? Now here, it's already doing exactly what I asked you guys to do on that last video. I want to change this to a quarter mile out. We only want to go off of sold comps, right? So click on status, click on sold. For our bedrooms, between 2 and 3. For our bathrooms, between 1 and 2. For our year built, we're going to do between, our house was built in 1981, so we're going to do between 1976 and 1986. And we just narrowed down our criteria. So check it out, guys. They came up with the same comps that we found. Exactly how you want to do this, all right? Now you can save these comps, and it's going to update the ARV of the property for us so that we have it. And I'm going to show you guys the next thing. Close. Comps search saved successfully. Actions. Here I can export comps to a actual Excel spreadsheet, and it pulls it up just like this. So I can send this over to my investor. Not only that, guys, you can actually view a comp report. It's pulling it up for me right now. There you guys go. You can actually print this out, send this over to your investors, show them the information that you did. Comes with a Google Maps image, comes with the owner's information. It comes with your low, your high, and your final. So conservatively, we're looking at 157. That's what we were able to find pulling on PropStream. But I can also print this out and export this as a full-blown report to hand off to my investor. We have everything that we need, guys, from pictures of the MLS, properties, etc. It's so dope, so dope. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to take this number, this final number, 157, right? So 157,000. We're going to add that up on our calculator on our phone. I'm going to pull it up here. 157,000, right? Take this out. We're going to go back to the Propelio number to 166,000. We're going to add that with this as well. I'm going to do it. We're going to round down. So 166 plus 157, that comes out to this comes out to 323,000. We're going to divide this by 2. Our ARV is comfortably a 160, guys. So that's going to be the number that we're going to go off of, and it's pretty dope because we actually got an appraisal at 161, so that's pretty awesome. So we're at 160 for this property on the ARV. Now, once you have your ARV, all you got to do is go to the drive, and let me show you guys what we use to make our offer. So this is the offer calculator 3.0, and I'm going to break this down for you guys, okay? Now, what you have to do now is with the ARV, right? You want to put that in here. That's 161,000, right? Boom. And now what percentage are investors buying at in your current market? For us, our investors are buying at between 70 and 75%. Always make sure that you check with your local real estate investors to see what they're buying properties at so you can determine what these numbers are. So it's 75%. Automatically, guys, this thing is calculating the rehab on a make ready on this property. Now, what's the square footage of our home? It was 1141, right? You see how this number starts changing? 92,000 being the max offer. Now, this is how much we would be willing to offer, right? If the property needed absolutely, positively no repairs at all based on a $10,000 assignment fee, okay? So let's mess with this a little bit. Let's say we got on the phone with the seller and we asked our specific questions. We say, Mr. Seller, when was the last time you updated the roof? Well, it's been over 20 years. Okay, the roof is needing repair. You see how this number drops over here? Pretty dope, right? Let's say, is the electricity good? Yeah, it's been good. All the lights work. The plumbing's good. Great. The foundation's great. Oh, but we use window units. We don't have an HVAC. I click right here and I put needing repair. That's going to bring our max allowable offer to 83,366. Now, if the property has pier and beam foundation, we've already calculated that expense using this calculator, right? We pulled all the information on repairs from specific websites, especially within PropStream using their calculator. We basically simplified that and added those the same criteria on how to estimate repairs into this calculator. So, all right, it's slab foundation, right? That's going to put your repair cost at $27,000, with the ARV being at 161 minus the 75% fee, minus the roof that needs to be repaired, minus the HVAC that needs to be repaired. We are able to offer this seller, this is your offer negotiation range, okay? You can start low and then work your way up. This means that you can give them an idea of what you're willing to pay, right? And a lot of people, guys, they love doing this. Sometimes I'll shoot straight with my mid offer. Well, sir, looks like based off of what you told me and the numbers that we were given, right? We're looking at $67,266 that we're willing to give you on your property. They're going to say, well, that's too low. Okay, well, check this out. How about I come up a little bit? Can you make this deal work at $75,316? Well, no, you know what? I was really wanting closer to 80. I'll tell you what, man, I'm going to do you a favor right now. We're willing to offer you $83,366 for your property. Our investor is going to make a 25% return on their investment. We're able to get the property at 83,000, which is our maximum allowable offer. And this is basically putting a $10,000 assignment fee in your pocket. So if you want to make more, guys, you just have to hit them with the low negotiation offer. And here you're able to see what the investor is going to be making on their end. So we'll be able to see what we're making, what the investor is making, etc. And this is basically how we use our offer calculator to determine our 3 offers that we make: the low offer, the mid offer, and the high offer. So I hope you guys got some value from this. If y'all are wanting the details on the calculator or whatever, just hit me up, all right? I'll talk to y'all in a bit.
I want the check.